So we'll start with 2012 questions. One more thing, guys, before we start, right? Is on the WhatsApp group that you're there, there is a message that comes daily. Did you all notice that something called Econ Daily? Yes, a message that comes, right? So can you all please make sure that you read that, right? So it's a daily thing that we have started. So I send the news to one of my past students. So he compiles it and he summarizes it and he sends it on the group, right? With the unit 10, all of it. So can you all please make sure that you all read that daily news that comes, right? That can be very important for your paper, okay? So it will, because I think econ is a subject, guys. If you all start learning it practically and connecting it with what happens in the world, it becomes a very interesting thing, right? So as a practice, can you all do this? Once you all read, can you all put a thumbs up onto that message so that I know that you all have read? Because others, when you just open the group also, it comes as read, no, right? So when you all read that message, it will take around 1 minute, 2 minutes. So just imagine for 6 months, if you're full aware of what is happening in the economy, things become very easy, guys, right? So once you all read, just react with a thumbs up or a heart, or I don't, with some reaction so that I know that you have read it. Okay, right? So we'll have that, because otherwise, just open in the group also, you'll mark it as read. Okay, right. Okay, so we'll start with 2012. Quickly go, we'll try to finish it in 15 minutes. Okay, right. Due to scarcity of resources, what should happen? Every society must undertake central plan. Government must decide how to allocate resources. Some members should live in poverty. Every society must choose among competing means alternative users of available resources. Resource availability exceeds possible users of available resources. This is very easy, guys. But it's because of scarcity, what should happen? Answer is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 4, right? Every society must choose among competing users of all the available resources, because you can't do everything. Because of scarcity, you have to make a choice. Everything is not possible. Some of you all told me 5. Can you say the resource availability exceeds the possibility of resources? No, right? The availability is less. You have so much of possible options, but your resources are less. You can't say it exceeds. It has to be the other way around. The possible users exceed the availability, right? Okay, so be very careful. Then what about 3? Some members must live in poverty. Poverty means where you live, you don't even have the money to satisfy your basic human needs. So just because there is scarcity doesn't mean you have to live in poverty, no, guys. Scarcity is different from poverty. We learn poverty with number 12, 11 and 12. Okay, right. Every society must undertake central planning. No, no. So command economies will undertake central planning. But if you look at market economy, we don't do central planning. Based on price mechanism, they have decentralized planning. So you can't say every society has to take central plan. Okay, right. Okay, last one once again. You can't say that the resource availability. Now, resource availability means the land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. Resource availability is greater than the amount of users. No, no. If the resource availability is greater than the users, then there is nothing called scarcity, right? The whole problem is you have so much of things to do, but your users are less. Sorry, so much of things to do, but your resources are less. Your users are greater than. So it's the other way around that they have given in option number 5. Okay, right. Moving. Okay, easy one. The PPC might shift outward by each of the following, except which one? That means 4 answers will shift the PPC outwards. Which one will not shift the PPC outwards? That is what they ask. Think. Improvement in technology. If technology improves, guys, you can produce more. PPC will shift, right? This will shift. Second one, movement towards a more open approach to free trade. Now, let's say you are having free trade. You have international trade. You are importing, exporting. PPC will shift, guys. We'll learn that in unit number 9, right? Can you tell me this, guys? If there is a decrease in unemployment, will the PPC shift? What do you think happens? No, right? It's a movement from one point to another point, no? Movement towards the PPC, no shift in the PPC. So if there's a decrease in unemployment, the point will move towards the PPC, right? So you can't say that. So this can be your answer, but we look at the others also. increase in the education levels, what will happen? If the education levels increase, the productivity will increase, right? When the productivity improves, PPC will shift. Last one, improvement in productivity, again PPC. So for those who are not very sure of this area, guys, in your tute, go to the area called determinants, right? Determinants of a PPC, right? Go to this area, then you will be able to learn what and what affects a PPC, how will it change and all of that, right? Second one answer is the third. First one answer was the fourth, okay? Right. Then go into the third one. If resources were, okay, now this is opportunity cost. Third one again, I'll come to it after class maybe, right? Okay. If resources were perfectly substitutable, which of the following would be true? Now, your land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship are perfectly substitutable. Yes, we'll talk about increasing and constant opportunity cost. Can you tell me one of these guys? Okay, what is constant opportunity cost? What is constant opportunity cost? What does it mean? Constant opportunity cost means when increasing the production of one unit, right? The amount of the other good or other good that has to be sacrificed remains constant, right? Every time you increase the production of one good by some quantity, the amount of the other good that you have to sacrifice remains constant. So when that happens, can you tell me what kind of a PPC would this be? There would be what kind of a PPC? There would be a linear PPC, or in other words, a straight line, right? Can you give me reasons, guys? Why do we have constant opportunity cost? What are the reasons? Homogeneous resources, okay, homogeneous resources. Then resources perfectly substitutable, that means resources efficient in one industry, right, are efficient for the other. I'll copy and paste, right? The resources used for one good is efficient for the other, right? We can say that. Right, what else? Similar technology, right? Similar technology. So now, guys, for increasing opportunity cost, I'm not going to type, right? What is increasing opportunity cost? It's the opposite of this, right? Increasing opportunity cost is where whenever you try to increase the production of one good, the amount of the other good that you have to sacrifice keeps on increasing, right? So constant opportunity cost, how does your PPC look like? Constant opportunity cost, PPC is a straight line like this, right? For increasing opportunity cost, how will your PPC look like, guys? Concave to the origin, like that, right? Then, can you all tell me the reasons for increasing opportunity cost? What are the reasons? What do we have? Heterogeneous resources, right? Opposite of this stuff. Resources used for one industry are not efficient in the other industry. Differences in technology, right? All of those are reasons. So in your note, guys, that you all have, right? So guys, also one more thing, the PDF that I send, if possible, try to get a printout. Even if you have a past paper book, it's all right. Try to get a printout, because in your past paper book, it's not unit wise, no. So try to get a printout. Why am I telling you is on that PDF, make notes, guys. When I'm, explaining, you make notes, scribble on it, write why is this wrong, why is this right, paste a sticky note on top of it, highlight, make it nice, and also, guys, once you all do that, for the essay questions, I have not left space. So write essay question answers on a full stack, right? Do that, and then attach it to that tute itself. And after that, nicely file it and keep somewhere, right? So this tute itself is around 20 odd pages. Then you will write your essay questions that will be in full caps. Let's say it's around 20 pages, another 20 pages. That's 40 pages in total. And then at the end of the 6 months, when you look at, you will have around 400, 500 pages of all past papers done, right? The MCQs, essay questions, you have nicely and filed it, right? When you see that itself, it will give you a lot of confidence. When the moment you just open your file and see, wow, I have done so much of work, right? That will itself automatically give you confidence. Look, yeah, I can get this exam done. So please make sure that you all do that, guys. Don't just throw the papers here and there, right? Buy a new file if you all want to, right? So get a printout, right? Write essay question answers on a full step, attach it to that, right? Maybe yes, if you want, you can have a book also, right? But I would like maybe if you can do it on full steps and attach it, then you'll have one thing as one, right? So whatever is good will be perfect, right? Okay. Then guys, okay, back to this. What do you all think? If resources were perfectly substituted, guys, can you all tell me what are they talking about? Constant opportunity cost or increasing opportunity? That's the first thing you need to figure out. Resources are perfectly substituted. That means resource in one industry is the same, can be used in the other industry also. They're talking about constant opportunity cost. That's the first thing that you need to figure out. Then tell me which one can you say again? Can you say the output of all goods could be increased at zero opportunity cost? I don't. Right? Constant opportunity cost, yes. Production possibility curve would be a straight line. What do you all think? Yeah, no? See? Right. Then specialization and mutual beneficial trade, this will study in unit number 9, guys. So for now, I'll not explain this. Unit number 9, we will learn. Okay. No country or individual will have a comparative advantage. Again, unit number 9. So don't worry, I will teach you that. Scarcity would be eliminated. So just because resources are perfectly substitutable, can you say scarcity will be eliminated? No, right? So that is also not that. So therefore, answer number 2. Right. 3 more MCQs and then I'm done with this. Okay. Right. Okay. These very easy, guys. Quickly give me an answer. Which of the following would be a microeconomic topic? Rise in the interest rate, drop in inflation, increase in GDP, drop in the Sri Lanka's unemployment, increase in the price of milk powder. Which of these is talking about a small part of the economy? The fifth one, right? Increase in milk powder. See, interest rate, entire country. GDP, entire country. Inflation, unemployment, entire country. Milk powder, small part, right? Microeconomics, right? Next question. A free good has which of the following? Now, last paper you had economic good. So, free good, guys, which can you say? What can you say is this one? Third one answer was 2. It has no opportunity cost in supply. Okay, free good, guys. What are the examples for free good? Remember, you all told me air, sunlight, right? So just think of the examples when you're thinking. Is air, sunlight, and all, does it have an opportunity cost? Just because you use air for something, can't you use it for something else? There is no opportunity cost, right? So this answer looks correct, right? Maybe this is the answer. We'll see the other answers. It is supplied by the government. Air and sunlight, that the government supply. Nonsense. Government doesn't supply air and sunlight. Wrong. Has no externalities. Externalities, again, unit number 8 will study about externalities, right? Again, not the answer. Perfectly inelastic supply. That means supply cannot be changed at all. Can be changed, right? Now, sometimes in the night, there will be sunlight. No sunlight. In the morning, so much of sunlight. Today, after school, no sunlight, raining, right? So, perfectly, you can't say perfectly, right? Production is subject to the law of diminishing returns. Remember something in unit number 4 we learned, right? Law of diminishing returns. For those who remember, good. Nothing like that. No, here sunlight and there. First of all, no production in the first place, no guys, right? There is no production when it comes to sunlight and this, right? So answer is number 1. Fourth option, perfectly inelastic supply means the supply cannot be changed. So when you look at this, right? Supply of, let's say, a free good can be changed, no guys, right? It changes. So I study that a free good has opportunity cost. No. Free good has no opportunity cost. You would have studied that wrong. I don't think a teacher would have messed that up. That's a very basic area, right? So, okay. Even though it's a free good, yes, that is not free good. So you have studied now, for example, you have studied textbooks. Textbooks are not free goods. Textbooks are economic goods. So textbooks, even though it's given for free, now remember guys, free good doesn't mean that the price is zero. That is not what free means, guys. So what is the difference between free goods and economic goods? What's the main difference? Main difference is not the price, guys. What's the main difference between a free good and economic good? It's the fact that whether if you're using scarce resources to produce a good, it's an economic good. There is opportunity cost there. If scarce resources are not used to produce a good, right, then it's a free good. So free, now for example, if you take textbooks, guys, it's not free good, right? Textbooks are economic goods. So free goods are things like this, air and sunlight. So free goods, there is no opportunity cost, right? So for the one who talked about this, even though you don't pay a price, that is not a free good. That's an economic good that you're talking about. That just has an opportunity cost. Electricity, not a free good, right? Electricity is also economic good. You generate electricity, right? It doesn't fall from the sky. Yeah, right. Last MCQ 2012. Which of the following is a fundamental aspect of a free market system? Very easy. One of the characteristics of a free market. Can you say high degree of government involvement? I don't think, right? Public ownership, that means the government owns the resources in a market economy. No. Private property, yes, can be this. Central planners. Central planners means people like the government, right? Do central planners set it? No. Employers consult government agencies, nonsense, right? Nothing like that. Free goods and unearned goods, same, yes, right? Is that fine? Yes. 6 is 3. Very simple thing. Liberal land market, yes, same. You usually call it liberal market. No, right. So 2012 is also done. Right? So today we'll do 2013 and if possible 14, right? Why not answer to public ownership of resources? No, guys. Public ownership happens in the command economy. Public means government. Public doesn't mean general public. Public means government, right? Okay. So guys, these answers, guys, if you all missed the answer, it's there in your past paper book, right? So don't worry too much. You will have a past paper book now. You can get it from your past paper book, right? Yes, liberal market economy, you can call it a market economy. Right. Thank you for reminding.